Alright, so I got this new bike for Christmas, right? But I also have a 3D printer. So I was thinking I should 3D print some parts to put on this bike to upgrade it and make it cooler. So I'm just going to go around the bike and show you where I'm going to add some stuff. And I'm also going to install some parts I've already printed. Like these things. These are something called B-rail screw onto your bike with the screws that come pre-installed on your bike. So, yeah, I'll link him down in the description as well as put him here, like somewhere next to me or above me or on me on the screen. But yeah, let's just install these two parts and I'll show you how to install them. Alright, for this install, I'm going to be using a power drill just to get the screws out, since they're pretty tight in there when they're factory. So I'm going to get these out, and then when I tighten it, I'm also going to be using just a hand screwdriver, but a ratchet, and that will give me like the manual control to also feel how strong I need it to be. Also, when installing this, you have this groove right here, and that slides onto the bump, so that it slides up and down a little bit. So you also have to make sure that both your screw holes are in place the way you want them to be. But you can also just until like you start a little bit, you can use the power drill. You just don't want to fully tighten it because you don't want to strip it or anything, because these drills have a ton of force and they can easily break something on the bike. So you just kind of put it in until it has a little bit of distance. You can see there's a little gap between the screw and the floor, or the actual part. All right, one installed. Now let's install the other. So I'm gonna need a hand loosen this one. I'll also link my bike in the description as well. If I can remember what brand this is, I'll also link my bike stand, because it's super nice, super easy to put together. And it even comes with a stand to put tools and parts and stuff. You also want to make sure you put the screws on completely straight, because you don't want to cross thread nothing. And you don't want to strip anything, because with drills like this, where they have a ton of force because they need to be able to screw things in really hard, you need to be very careful that everything you install goes in completely straight and nothing's all wobberjacky or nothing. But I'll definitely put the guy who made B-rail, which is the system I'm using. Oh, that's a little wobberjacky. As well, I'll put in the bike I'm using. I'm actually using the Ozark Trail bike, which is the bike it's the Walmart brand actually. And it is, as of recently, been getting a little bit of recognition because it's a cheap beginner bike. And it's honestly pretty nice. It's not that bad. I expected it, don't hit my gimbal. Expected it to be a little bit worse than it actually is, but it's pretty good. Alright, that B-rail is installed. The screw was just getting a little hard to put in. Alright, both the B-rails are installed. Come back for part 2 to see all the attachments I get, and I will give an update on B-rail. And I really hope people start printing B-rail because it is super awesome.